These discarded car tires arrive here as raw material for large-scale industrial recycling. Before unloading begins, the trailer is mechanically locked to ensure complete dock safety. A forklift operator moves in to begin controlled unloading of the used tires. The forks are positioned carefully to support the unstable weight of compressed tires. The first load is lifted free, beginning the material flow into the recycling process.
The tires are transported from the dock into the controlled intake area of the plant.
Each load is staged here before inspection and entry into the processing line.
Workers inspect incoming tires to remove any material that does not meet processing standards. Foreign objects are removed early to protect downstream machinery from damage.
The accepted tires are now fed onto the main conveyor to begin mechanical processing.
The conveyor moves the tires at a controlled pace toward the first size reduction system.
Automated gates space each tire evenly to maintain consistent shredding performance.
The primary shredder applies high torque to break whole tires into large rubber chunks. Inside the shredder, hardened blades tear the tire into manageable sections. After shredding, large rubber pieces are discharged for further size reduction. Magnetic separation removes exposed steel to protect downstream processing equipment. Recovered steel is separated and collected for independent metal recycling.
The rubber pieces are transferred to a secondary line for further size reduction. The feed hopper regulates material flow into the secondary shredding system.
The secondary shredder further reduces the rubber into smaller, uniform pieces.
After secondary shredding, the rubber exits in a more consistent and manageable form.
A rotating magnetic drum captures any remaining fine steel from the rubber. Vibratory screening separates rubber pieces by size to ensure uniform processing.
Oversized material is automatically returned for additional shredding. Uniform rubber granules are now collected and moved forward in the process line.
Air classification removes lightweight fibers, leaving behind clean rubber material.
Removed fibers are captured in a sealed system to maintain clean air inside the plant. The rubber granules now move toward washing to remove remaining surface contaminants. Industrial washing removes surface contaminants from the rubber granules. Wash water is separated and routed for treatment, while rubber stays in the process. A final rinse ensures the rubber granules are free from cleaning residues.
Centrifugal dewatering removes most of the water before thermal drying begins.
The rubber now enters controlled thermal drying to remove remaining moisture. Heated air circulates evenly to dry the rubber without altering its material properties. Sensors verify that moisture levels meet exact processing requirements before exit.
Fully dried rubber granules exit the dryer, ready for precision processing.
Cooling stabilizes the rubber granules before further mechanical processing.
The cooled rubber is staged in a hopper
to feed the fine grinding system evenly.
Fine grinding reduces the rubber into smaller particles, suitable for molding applications.
Precision screening classifies fine rubber particles to exact size specifications. Oversized particles are automatically recycled back into the grinding stage. Uniform rubber powder is collected and conveyed toward the compounding stage. Precise weighing ensures each batch of rubber powder meets formulation requirements. The measured rubber powder is transferred into the mixer to begin material conditioning. The mixer conditions the rubber powder to achieve uniform consistency before forming. The conditioned rubber powder is discharged and prepared for forming into solid products. The rubber powder is precisely fed into molds, where it will be compressed into solid bricks. Each mold is filled and leveled to guarantee uniform brick size and density. High-pressure compression bonds the rubber particles into a solid brick form. The press holds pressure to allow the rubber brick to cure and fully bond. Once curing is complete, pressure is released and the mold is opened safely.
The finished rubber brick is ejected cleanly from the mold after compression.
A robotic arm transfers the hot rubber brick safely onto the cooling conveyor.
Freshly molded rubber bricks begin cooling to stabilize their final shape and strength.
Controlled cooling gradually brings each rubber brick down to safe handling temperature. After cooling, the rubber brick reaches a stable temperature for inspection and handling. Automated vision systems inspect each brick to ensure surface quality and accuracy. Laser and weight checks confirm each rubber brick meets exact specifications.
Only bricks that pass every inspection step continue forward in the production line.
Random manual checks add an extra layer of quality assurance before packaging. Proved bricks are marked and released to continue toward final packaging.
Before packaging, each rubber brick is precisely aligned for smooth, automated handling.
An accumulation conveyor spaces the bricks to prepare them for automated stacking.
Robotic systems stack finished rubber bricks accurately to ensure pallet stability. Each completed layer is checked and corrected to ensure a stable, stacked pallet. A protective interlayer is added to separate and stabilize each stacked layer. Additional layers are stacked with precision to build a stable, transport-ready pallet. The pallet stack is completed and verified for safe handling and transport. The pallet enters automated wrapping to secure the load for storage and transport.
Stretch wrapping secures the palletized bricks to prevent shifting during handling.
The wrap is sealed and cut, completing secure pallet packaging.
Each pallet is labeled for identification, tracking, and inventory control.
Final weight verification ensures each pallet meets logistics and safety requirements.
Automated vehicles take over, moving finished pallets safely toward storage areas.
The automated vehicle transports the finished pallet through designated factory aisles.
The pallet arrives at the finished goods warehouse, ready for organized storage. The pallet is stored securely in the warehouse rack, awaiting dispatch.
The inventory system records the pallet's location and makes it available for order fulfillment.
When an order is placed, the system schedules the pallet for outbound delivery.
An automated vehicle is dispatched to retrieve the pallet for outbound shipping.
The automated vehicle retrieves the pallet safely from storage for shipment preparation.
The pallet is transported to the outbound staging area for final shipping preparation. The pallet is staged near the dock, ready for final checks before loading. A final visual inspection confirms the pallet is secure and ready for loading. The loading dock is prepared and secured before pallets are moved into the trailer. A forklift operator moves in to begin loading the finished pallet for shipment.
The pallet is lifted and stabilized before being transported into the waiting trailer.
The forklift carefully enters the trailer to position the pallet for transport.
The pallet is positioned precisely inside the trailer to ensure safe transport.
Once the pallet is set, the forklift clears the trailer to complete the loading step.
Securing bars are installed to lock the pallet in place for safe transportation.
A final interior check confirms the load is fully secured and ready for transport.
Once loading is complete, the dock is sealed and prepared for trailer departure. The trailer is released from the dock, signaling readiness for departure.
The loaded trailer departs the facility to deliver recycled rubber bricks downstream.
The shipment leaves the facility, beginning its journey to distribution.
The shipment arrives at a regional distribution warehouse for final handling.
The trailer is docked and secured at the distribution center for unloading.
The receiving dock is opened and prepared to unload the arriving pallet.
The pallet is accessed for unloading at the regional distribution warehouse.
The pallet is lifted inside the trailer for controlled unloading at the warehouse. The forklift carefully removes the pallet from the trailer onto the warehouse floor. The pallet is placed in the receiving area for final distribution handling. The pallet is opened so individual rubber bricks can be distributed to retail channels.
Automated depalletizing separates individual rubber bricks for order fulfillment.
Each rubber brick is automatically routed to the correct outbound order lane. Each rubber brick is individually packaged to protect it during retail handling and storage.
Each packaged brick receives a clear retail label for customer identification. A final check confirms each packaged brick is ready for retail distribution.
Retail units are grouped into shipping cartons for efficient handling and delivery.
Each carton is sealed and checked to ensure secure shipment to retail locations.
Sorted cartons are routed to specific lanes based on their final retail destination.
Retail cartons are palletized automatically to prepare for store delivery. The retail carton pallet is completed and verified for secure outbound handling.
The retail pallet is stretch-wrapped to secure cartons for final delivery to stores.
The retail pallet is sealed and labeled for final outbound distribution.
The finished retail pallet moves into the outbound lane for final store delivery.
The retail pallet is loaded into a delivery truck, nearly completing its journey. The delivery truck departs, transporting recycled rubber bricks toward retail locations.
From discarded tires to finished rubber bricks, the recycling process is now complete.